Okay, so in yesterday's class we were seeing about what is first normal form, what is second normal form. So now we start with third normal form. Yes. So what is third normal form? So we in short we represent it as a 3NF. So it is not able to connect. Shit. Yeah. So now we'll see about 3NF. What happened? Okay. So now we'll see about 3NF. Yes. So what is 3NF? It is a third normal form. What is 3NF? 3NF stands for third normal form. Oh. Okay. Again, third normal form. Okay. So first we should know what is third normal form. So the third normal form, first one, what it says, all non-key attributes, all non-key attributes of a table must be functionally dependent on candidate key. That is, there can be no interdependencies among non-key attributes. And second point, it says it should be in second normal form. So once we say it should be in the second normal form, it should also be in the first normal form. Then third point, there should not be any transitive dependencies. Transitive functional dependencies. So what do we mean by transitive functional dependency? You would have seen in your mathematics. Suppose A determines B and B determines C. Then how do we say transitive dependency? A determines C. How? Via B. So this is what is called as a transitive dependency. So when we say what is third normal form? All non-key attributes. So what do we say? What do we say? So what is third normal form says to us? All non-key attributes of a table must be functionally dependent on candidate key. Means what? Means what? So let us take one small table and how many values we have? We may take some values. Suppose let us say A, B, C, D and D. Yes. So in this case, A is what? A is key. A is key. And what is all this? A, B, C, D, all these, whatever is there, it should be functionally dependent on A. That's what the meaning of all non-key attributes of a table must be functionally dependent on candidate key. Then there can be no interdependency among non-key attributes. Then what is the second point says? It should be in second normal form. What is the second point says to us? It should be in second normal form. And there is no transitive functional dependency. What do we mean by transitive functional dependency? If A determines B and B determines A, then we say A determines C via B. So this is what is called as a transitive dependency. Means in third normal form, it should not satisfy transitive dependency. Then what the first point says, all non-key attributes. Now suppose if A is a primary key. In this table, A is a primary key. A is what? Primary key. Then what we do? Other things like B, C, D and E should be non-key. These B, C, D are all non-keys. A is a primary key. And all these non-keys of a table must be functionally dependent on candidate key. Means all these whatever we have, these things must be functionally dependent on primary key. That is the first point. Then it should be in a 2NF. There is no transitive functional dependency. Then A tends to B, B tends to A, then A tends to B via B. So now let us take one small example, then we see how we can satisfy this example. So okay, so let us take which database. Let us take book database. Book database or book database. Let us take this table. Okay. So what are the columns we will take? Let us take book ID, then general or general store ID, then which type, generic type, then a price. Then let us make this as a table. Then in this table, let us enter some values. So I will enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then generic ID 1, 2, 1, 3, 2. Then type, I'll take first is a science subject. Second is a math subject. Next is a science. The next one I will take physics. Next one I will take maths. Then price of this is 30, 35, 25, 20, 30. Yes. So then, so what we should see here, whether all now primary key. What is a primary key here we have? So before that, let us see whether this table is having a transitive dependencies. So now let us see the book ID. Book ID is determining general ID. Then general ID is determining general type. In turn, I can say book ID can transitively dependent on general type. Yes. So this, whatever we have seen, this is called as a transitive dependency. but this should not be there in the table. So it is similar, like this is A tends to B, this is B tends to C, and this is A tends to C. So this we call it as a transitive dependency. So this should not be present in any table. Yes. Three and F. Okay. So let us see next. Okay. So let us see with the second one. End page. What I have to do? Select pen. Okay. 1 second. Next page. Previous. Select pen. Okay. So let us see. We were seeing about the example, and now we want to see, because we just saw in the last thing that it is not satisfying the transitive dependency. It should not satisfy, but it is satisfying. So now what is our next case? We have to decompose the table. So how was our table? How was our table? Our table was having book ID, general ID, then type, which type of book, so general type, then price of that book. So we were having these things in our table. Then we can see here. So one, what are the values we were having in that? We were having this much. This was science. This was maths. This was science. This was physics. This was maths. 30, 35. So prices of the book. So this we were having. Okay. So now what is our thing? We have to decompose this table. So how to decompose this table? So let us decompose this table into, first is book table. So let us take book ID, then general ID and price. So what is book IDs we were having? We were having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is IDs we were having? We were having 2, 1, 3, 2. What was the prices we were having? 30, 35, 25, 20 and 30. This is first table. So one more table we have to take. So what are the values we are going to take in the other table? So we are taking the other table as the general ID, then general type. In this case, we just take only 3. So one is what? Science. 2 is what? Maths. 3 is what? Physics. So now we can say these two tables, that is book table and one more is generic table, is in a 3NF. And we can see in the above table, science was repeated. So this science, how the science was repeated? So we can see here, the science was one time here and one time here. And maths was here and here. Yes, whereas in this case you can see science is only one time, maths is also one time. Means what? Redundancy we have removed in this column. And you can see there is no transitive dependency here. So all the keys are functionally dependent on other non-key attributes. In this table, book ID is a primary key. And if I know book ID, so I will be knowing what is these two are dependent on these things. So in the same way, in this table, this is a primary key and this is dependent on this. Then we can say completely dependent. And there is no transitivity here. So what was the second condition? What was the first one? All non-key attributes of a table must be functionally dependent on candidate. That's what we have seen in the yesterday's class. Okay, so what did we see? What did we see here? Okay, so what are the things which we have seen in the today's and yesterday's class? Yeah, it's opening 1 second. Okay, this was first normal form. Let me open all. First and second were there in that. And today's, this is not converted. This is also not converted. Let me convert and open again. So this one should be this we don't want. ENF, 3NF. Okay. Okay. So in the yesterday's class, what we have seen, that is the page. It is opened. Yeah. It's open here. Yeah. So what we have seen yesterday, we were saying about what is first normal form. So what was the first normal form? So you can see here. So the first normal form says to us who was the person who invented, or who was the person who started with the first normal form was E.F. Cody. And who was he? He was a father of DBMS. What is the first normal form says to us? The first normal form says to us, table should not contain any multi-valued attributes. Yes, so that is what first normal form says. Multi means what? What do we mean by multi-valued attributes? What is a multi-valued attributes? Multi means many. So I should not have in a table many values. Yes. So now you can see the student was one table. In this student, we have three columns: roll number, name, and a course. And what was the roll number? Roll number was 1, 2, 3. What was the name? Anu, Ram, and Asha. And what was the course? Anu has taken two courses, that is C and C++. Ram has taken only one, Java, and Asha has taken C and DBMS. You can see in this column, course column is having a multi values. There are many values in this. So then it becomes difficult for us to identify. So we have to convert this table to this table is not in the first normal form. So how to make this table into a first normal form? So first case, what was the first case we have? First let us make roll number. First let us take what we can do. I'll take roll number, name, and course. Then we start saying 1 Anu and C++. Then again 1 Anu C++, C++. Then 2 Ram Java. Then 3 Asha C. Then 3 Asha DBMS. And which one should I make it as primary key? You can see none of the columns have a unique values. It is repeated, redundant values are there. So in that case, to make a primary key, we should use a roll number and a course. Then we make this as a primary key. Then we can say here, this table what we have is not in the, it is not in a first normal form. This table what we have is not in a first NF. This case also have so many redundant values. You can see so many redundancies are there in this table. One is repeated, redundancies are there. Yes, in this Anu is repeated, Asha is repeated, C is repeated, 1 is repeated, 3 is repeated. So then you can see there are so many redundant values here. So this case is not better case. Let us see, can we take one more case? Okay, so case 2. In case 2, what we can write? We can write the same table as roll number, name, course 1, course 2, course 3, course 4, course 5. Like this, we can go till course N. Okay. Now, enter the values. The roll number is 1, 2, 3. Names, Anu, Ram, Asha. Then course 1, Java C, Java C. Then course 2, C++. Ram has taken only one subject, Java, and because other subject he has not taken, then we have to write null. Then here DBMS. In the same way, course 3, DBMS, null. So like this, only Anu has taken all the courses, and rest 49 students have not taken anything. They have taken only one course. Then think how many nulls I have to keep writing. How many nulls we have to write? There is so many nulls we have to write. Then this is not a good way of writing. Even the second case is not a good way of writing. Okay. And one more way, let's just see the here in this case, what is a primary key? Primary key we can make it as a roll number. Though we make it primary key, but you can see in this table there are so many nulls. Okay. So in the case 3, what we can do is, so case 3, we decompose the table into two tables. One, roll number and name is one table. Another table, roll number and course. So roll number 1, 2, 3. Name is what? Anu, Ram and Asha. Roll number is 1, 1, 2, 3, 3. Then course is C, Java and DB. So then you can see here, this is having a primary key, and here the value is not repeated. In this table, no values are repeated, and roll number is a primary key. So in the same way, here roll number is a foreign key, and this is being repeated here. Yes, this is what it is repeated. Okay. So in this case, what we do here, so in this case, this one is a foreign key. This is a primary key. And we can say these two tables, this table and this table is in a first normal form. Yes, so this is what the first normal form says to us. Okay, next we move on to the second normal form. What is the second normal form says to us? The table of relation, table or relation. Sometimes we call it as a table, or sometimes if it is just a SQL, then we call it as a table. If it is a relational database schema, then we call it as a relation. Both are one and the same. Yes. So here, yes. So this is a relation must be in the first normal form. When you say second normal form, the relation must be in the first normal form. All non-prime attributes. What do we mean by all non-prime attributes? Prime attribute means your primary key. Other than primary key, we call it as a non-prime attributes. Should be fully functionally dependent on candidate key. What it says to us, it should be fully dependent on, fully functionally dependent on candidate key. Yes, so where it should be fully dependent on candidate key. One more, a relation must contain any partially dependencies. Then each table must contain a data about one type of thing. Yes, what they say, if you are writing anything, then it should be it should address only for one particular thing. Now we cannot mix student and course. So if I say I will give you some data, suppose let me say in BMSIT college, if I know Arjun is studying in BMSIT college. If I say like that, is it very easy for us to find out which department? We don't know. Which department Arjun is studying? We don't know. We don't know his US number. We know only this thing. That is Arjun is studying in BMSIT. How many students are there? There are so many branches. Then how to find out who is Arjun, which branch is studying? It is very difficult. So that such type of things we are calling it as a non-prime attributes. So what we call them as a non-prime attributes. Okay. Let us take an example, that is which table? Customer table. So in the customer table, let us take a CID, customer ID, store ID and location. So now, so in the customer ID, we write like this, 111, some customers. And we write store ID, 1, 3, some values for that, and location. So in this case, so which column should I make it as a primary key? It is very difficult. Then we have to combine these two, that is customer ID and store ID will become a candidate keys. Then what are the prime attributes? Prime attributes are CID, customer ID and store ID. Then what are the non-prime attributes in this table? Location is a non-prime attribute. Yes, and we can see that the redundancies are still there. Delhi is repeated. Then Mumbai is also repeated. Yes, here also you can see this column also it is repeated. This is also repeated, and here it is repeated. So then we can say still there is a redundancy in this table, but still we can say it is in a first normal form. What is the first normal form says to us? We should not have a multi-valued attributes. We should not have a composite attribute. We should not have a nested queries. So this table satisfies the first normal form, but it is not satisfying the second normal form. So then what we do? We decompose this table. So how do we decompose? We make it first one as CID, next one as SID, and write a customer ID and SID in this thing. Then here we write a SID and location. So SID is what? 1, 2, 3. And location we write. And we make a store ID as primary key. And store ID in this table, we make it as a foreign key. Yes. So then you can see not much. Delhi is not repeated. Bangalore is not repeated. Mumbai is also one time. And stores is also one time in this table. Yes. And but here it is foreign key, it is referred. So that this table is in the second normal form. This table is in a 2NF. It is in a 2NF. So that's what here this says us what is first normal form and what is second normal form. Okay. So now let us see third normal form. So we've just now seen the third normal form. Let me see whether the third normal form. Yes, it is converted and it is opening. It is open. This is second page. Let me open the first page. Yeah. So what did we see in the today's class? We have started with the first normal form. So what is the third normal form says to us? The third normal form, 3NF, it is also called as a 3NF. What is the first thing, what it says in the third normal form? All non-key attributes of a table must be functionally dependent on candidate key. What does that mean? So in this case, A is a primary key in this table, and other columns A, B, C, something like your USN, your name, your age, your marks. All these rest of them should be functionally dependent on your USN number. That's what here it means. Non-key means A is primary key. B, C, D, E are not keys. They are just attributes. All these should be functionally dependent on this. And as well as what they say, what is the second point? It should be in the 2NF. If we say that this particular table before we take, that should be satisfying first normal form as well as a second normal form. Then there is no transitive dependency. There should not be any transitive functional dependency in the table. So what do we mean by transitive dependency? So A determines B, B determines C, then in turn A determines C via B. Then this is called as a functionally, this one we call it as a transitive functional dependency. Okay. So let us take one small example. So in this example, book table. Book details is a table. Then we have a book ID, generic type, price. Then we write values for book ID, we write for generic ID, we write what are the type of subjects, science, math, physics, maths. What are the prices of these books? The prices of these books. Let us see whether this table is in a whether it is it is satisfying the second normal form and first normal form. Yes, it is satisfying. It is in the first 1NF. What do we mean by 1NF? 1NF means multi-valued. Okay, we don't have multi-valued attributes here. What is the second normal form says to us? What is the second normal form says to us? Functionally, it should be functionally dependent on a candidate keys. So you can see here book ID and is determining general ID, and general ID determines general type. Then book ID is in turn having a general type. Then we can say this table is having a transitive dependency. Something like A tends to B, B tends to C, and A tends to C. Then we cannot say this table is not in a 3NF. Then to make this table into 3NF, so what we have to do? We have to decompose this table. So we have to decompose the table. Yes. So then what is this? What are the values we have taken in book ID, ID, general type, price? Yes. So then this table should be decomposed. How will we decompose? We decompose it into book ID, general ID, and price. Then the same, this table, first table is book. Next table we are making it as a generic ID. That is general ID, general type. So then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So general ID 1, 2 and 3. Price is 30, 35, 25, 20, 20. So in this case, this we make it as a primary key. And in this table 1, 2, 3, and there is not much of redundancy here. It is being removed and we can say this is a primary key. This is how, and we can say that this is in a 3NF. So this is what is called as a third normal form. Okay. So in this class, we have in the fourth module, we have started with functional dependency and normalization for the relational database. Then we have seen all these. What is informal design guidelines for relational database? What is relational database design? The grouping of attributes to form good relation schema. Two levels of relational schema, that is user view level, and a storage based relational level. And we have seen that we discussed about the concept of first normal form, second normal form, and third normal form. So we have done with the third normal form today. And in the next class, we will see about the Boyce code normal form. So then we have started with the semantics of general attributes. Then we have seen in this example, you can see employee table or a relation, employee name, SSN, date, address, D number. So the same way department number, and manager SSN. So in this case, SSN is a primary key, D number is a foreign key. So in the same way, department D number is a primary key and manager SSN is a foreign key. And location D number and location both together is called as a primary key, and this is a foreign key. And project P name, P number, location, and D number, and works on primary key, that is SSN and a P number, and these two are called as a foreign keys. So then what is the maximum redundancy information, the tuples and update anomalies? We have seen what is insert anomalies, deletion anomalies, and modification anomalies. Then we have just seen how the update anomaly will happen. In the same way, insert anomaly, how the insert anomaly is working, and what is a delete anomaly. And we can see here how the update anomaly will take place. In the same way, here you can see, so the employee and department. So the employee is working for this and department here. So then we have naturally joined these things. In the same way, employee and project is joined. And the guidelines for update anomaly. So we should not have a null values in the tuple. So we should not have a null values. We should try to avoid having the null values. Then surplus tuples, a bad relation should not be there, and you should not lossless join. You cannot make a join in such a way that it is not useful. Then we have seen what are the functional dependencies. Then we have seen these ways, functional dependency constraints. Then we have seen about the inference rules. What is inference rule? IR1. We say reflexive, augmentation, and transitivity. That's what here just now we've seen in the third normal form. It is a transitivity. What is reflexive? Y is a subset of X. Then we say X is determining Y. X is functionally determined Y. The same way, augmentation, X tends to Y. Then we can add X tends to Z and determines Y tends to Z. So the notation XZ stands for X union Z. So then transitivity, if X tends to Y, Y tends to Z, then X tends to Z. This is what the transitivity says to us. And we have seen what is decomposition, what is union, what is pseudo transitivity. Then we have seen what is a closure, What is the closure? Closure in the F plus, X plus. Then we have seen what are the two equivalent set of functional dependencies. We have seen about a minimal set of functional dependency. Some more points. Then we have started with normal form based on a primary key. Normalization of a relation, practical use of a normal relation. That we have seen first, second, and normal form. So what is normalization? The process of decomposing unsatisfactory or bad relation by breaking up of their attributes into smaller relation. What is normal form? Normal form means condition using keys and functional dependencies of the relation to satisfy relational schema in a particular normal form. So we have seen what is 3NF, what is 1, 2 and 3. Then we have started what is super key, what is a key. What is a candidate key, what is a prime attribute and what is a non-prime attribute. And we have started with the first normal form. What is the first normal form says to us? It should not allow composite attributes, multi-valued attributes and nested relation. So attributes whose values for any individual tuples are non-atomic, considered to be a part of definition of the relation. So you can see in this table, so department D number is a primary key and it is completely dependent on other tables. Then relation schema that is not in the first NF. So you can see research department is something like this, where values are there. But the location is having a multi-valued attribute. We can write one thing, one way is like this, research 5, 5, 5. But still this is not good way. Just now we saw how the first normal form can be. Instead of writing like this, we have to break this table or decompose this table. And one more, that is employee project, then employee name and employee project. So this is what the second example which we have seen. And what is the second normal form says to us? The second normal form says to us, it uses the concepts of functional dependency, primary key, prime attribute, functional dependencies of this prime attribute and a fully functionally dependency. Then second normal form, what is the second normal form says to us? A relation schema R is in a second normal form if every non-prime attribute A in R is fully functionally dependent on the primary. Then R can be decomposed into 2NF relations via a process of 2NF normalization. Then we have seen about this 2NF and a 3NF. That is employee project, and this is divided into 3. That is employee 1, employee 2 and employee 3. So in this table, you can see this is functionally dependent on social security number. The employee is working how many hours? Sorry. So like this, we can decompose the table into 3 tables. Similarly, employee department even can be decomposed into 2. Then the normalization into second normal form and the third normal form. So what is the third normal form says to us? Third normal form says to us transitive functional dependency. So third normal form should not have a transitive functional dependency. And we have seen, taken one example and we have seen how we are done with the third normal form. In the next class, we will start with the voice code normal form. Now I will stop here and we'll see in the next class. Today's date is 28. Okay. Answer your attendance. Asta,
Present, ma'am.
Abhinav.
Present, ma'am.
Last two classes, Abhinav, you were absent, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Aishwarya,
Present, ma'am.
Amrish,
Yes, ma'am.
Anu,
Present, ma'am.
Arbaz,
Present, ma'am.
Arjun,
Present, ma'am.
Ashok,
Present, ma'am.
Benita,
Present, ma'am.
Bhargavi, 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 Bhavishya,
Present, ma'am.
Chaitra,
Present, ma'am.
Devmalai, Devmalai, Diksha,
Present, ma'am.
Deepika, LG,
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Deepika, MB,
Present, ma'am.
Murli Krishna,
Present, ma'am.
Gangubai,
Present, ma'am.
Udiya,
Present, ma'am.
Harshit.
Present, ma'am.
Yesterday were absent, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Junjar,
Present, ma'am.
Ma'am, Devmalu present, ma'am. 13. Lesson
Kavya,
13.
Kavya,
Present, ma'am.
Kishore, Kishore, Lata,
Yes, ma'am.
Manisha,
Present, ma'am.
Manjunath,
Yes, ma'am.
Nayana,
Present, ma'am.
Nilanjan, Nishant,
Present, ma'am.
yesterday class you were absent, sir. Pavitra,
Present, ma'am.
Maithili,
Present, ma'am.
Priyanka,
Present, ma'am.
Pavan, Pavan, Akash,
Present, ma'am.
Rajeshwari,
Present, ma'am.
Rakesh.
Present, ma'am.
Last two classes, Rakesh, you were absent. Ramya, Rashmi,
Yes, ma'am.
Ravi,
Yes, ma'am.
Rizwan,
Present, ma'am.
Vishal,
Present, ma'am.
Savita,
Yes, ma'am.
Shruti,
Present, ma'am.
Sneha,
Yes, ma'am.
Spurti, Srinidhi.
Present, ma'am.
Sir, yesterday class you didn't answer or you were absent. Srinivas,
Present, ma'am.
Sunil, 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 Vaishnavi,
Present, ma'am.
Vinny,
Present, ma'am. Ma'am, Ramya, present, ma'am.
Ma'am, Devmalu present, ma'am.
Ramya present, Dev Mallu present. Yeah. Bhargavi, Bhargavi, Kishore, Nilanjan, Sunil. Okay. So for your internals, for your second theory internals, till where I have stopped for the first internal, second module, third module, then fourth module, whatever I am covering. This week, I think today is Wednesday. Tomorrow, you don't have class. Friday, Saturday, we don't have, we have holiday. Then again, Monday. Yes? So Monday is 2. Okay. So whatever I have covered till today, that will be your syllabus for second theory internals. Till third enough. Till third normal form. Okay.
When it held?
Huh?
Ma'am, when second internal held?
Next week. Second internal is
Okay, ma'am.
next week. Okay, I'm pasting the quiz link again People who have not completed can complete the quiz. And I'll wait for 2-3 minutes, then we'll close.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ 17 ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ?
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ, ಏನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ. ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅದು 17th ಇಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆನೂ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ವಾ?
ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೋಡೋಣ, ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ. ಆಗಬಹುದು, ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹೈ.
Yes, ma'am.
But if you come, then you can practice lab programs as well as theory also it will be handy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, do we have holiday on Friday and Saturday this week?
Yes, we have holiday. Friday and Saturday, 30th and 31st we have holiday. So that's what I told. We don't have classes on Friday and Saturday. Only
Okay,
tomorrow
thank
is
you.
left. And I don't have class on, tomorrow I don't have class. DBMS class is not there. So my class will be on next Monday. And whatever I have covered till today, that will be your internals. That will be there for your internals. Yes? Any doubts? Shall we close?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, and we'll meet on next week.